In this video, I will briefly discuss whether or not Drake and Kendrick Lamar are waiting for each other to drop their albums. Drake and Kendrick are two very established artists. There's no denying the greatness of these two. But to get straight into it, people have been questioning whether or not they are waiting for each other to drop. Kendrick has been on a hiatus for about 4 years, while Drake has been putting out music consistently every couple of months or so. If you are really into both of these artists and you've been reading between the lines, you would know that they have been going back and forth with each other subliminally ever since Big Sean's Control song Saw the Light of Day. And I think Kendrick probably does have some bars for Drake. Kendrick and Drake are very competitive and they both want that top spot. Their history of subliminals makes that very clear. And I think Drake knows Kendrick might want to continue to lyrically spar with him, so he might be waiting out on Kendrick to drop. But Kendrick also might be waiting out on Drake, so I guess both of them are kind of at a standstill. Drake doesn't want the situation to materialize where he drops his album, then Kendrick drops his album 2 or 3 weeks later and has a bunch of subliminal disses aimed at him, which a similar situation did happen between Drake and Kendrick. Drake dropped More Life on March the 16th and Kendrick later dropped Heart Part 4 on March the 23rd, and there was obviously subliminal disses aimed at Drake on that track. They both, I think, want to be the last to drop. Cole's already dropped, now it's between them two. Academic said that he has talked to Drake and Drake told him something along the lines of he's waiting for other people to drop, and this is just a personal opinion, but I believe those other people are mainly Kendrick and Cole, maybe Kanye West. Those are Drake's only real competition. Academics has also mentioned that he has spoken to someone who claims they have listened to Drake's Certified Lover Boy, and the person seemed to be impressed from what they've heard. And he also explained that the reason why Drake pushed back the album is because he had suffered an injury and he didn't feel that he was in a good place to drop the album. It would actually be kind of dope if Drake and Kendrick dropped on the same day, the same way 50 Cent and Kanye West did, but that will probably never happen. I'll be honest, I think there is more anticipation for Kendrick's album than Drake's, just off the mere fact that Kendrick has been gone for so long. This is another thing I think Drake is aware of, so he isn't in too much of a rush to drop his album, as he knows Kendrick is the kind of golden child for hip-hop. He probably wants Kendrick to have his moment, then drop shortly after him. And to make it clear, I'm not saying that the main reason why Drake and Kendrick haven't dropped is because they're waiting on each other. I know there's a dozen other reasons why, but I do believe it does factor in to some extent. Drake and Kendrick know they are the titans of hip-hop. They know they have the two biggest audiences, and let's be honest, whoever drops their album last or second has the advantage, as they can see where the other artists went wrong with their album. It would be interesting to see the first week numbers of these forthcoming albums. I don't see Kendrick outselling Drake, but there is a small possibility of this happening, mainly due to the length of Kendrick's hiatus. But if I had to put money on it, I probably would go with Drake. But hopefully we can get one of these albums sooner than later.